Hey everyone, welcome to Mr. Han Reviews, where today I'm going to be reviewing the third book in this amazing series, Knuffle Bunny Free. No, I did not say Knuffle Bunny 3, I said Knuffle Bunny Free. Let's start with that. It should say 3 because this is the third Knuffle Bunny book, but just like in the last book, Mo Willems, who is the author and illustrator of this book, he decides to play with us a little bit. So, Knuffle Bunny free. What does that mean? Well, free means that you can get something that costs no money, or free means that you are independent and you are not controlled by anything. Nothing, nothing controls what you are able to do. So, Knuffle Bunny free means for this book that the Knuffle Bunny was able to get free from Trixie. Now, that kind of sounds bad because it makes it seem like that he is trapped by Trixie and doesn't want to be there. But it's a stuffed animal, so it's very creative in the way that the story goes about. But here's a couple of things that I'm really excited about, and I don't think I could talk about everything because there's just so much. But the first thing that I got excited about is even before the story starts. You notice these pictures over here? Well, spoiler alert, in the first book, you only really see like these three pictures to start. And then this picture actually came from the first book. Likewise, this picture came from the second book, where Trixie meets her new friend Sonia, who has a Knuffle Bunny of her own. And now there's a new picture. So I'm curious if there was another book in the series, if this would be in it. But let's get into the actual book. So on the first page, they're going on a trip. It says that, and then it says going to visit Oma and Opa in Holland. Now I know what you're thinking when you read that. You're probably like, "But you're Mr. Holland." Yes, I am, and my last name, actually comes from the name of a country called Holland. So when it says Trixie's Oma and Opa in Holland, they're not talking about something in Maine. They're talking about in the country of Holland, which is also called the Netherlands, which is in Europe. So they're having to fly there from America to Holland. And so Oma and Opa, I hope that you would put together. They don't tell you what Oma and Opa means, but I think if you look at this picture and you read through the story and realize the relationship, Oma and Opa means grandma and grandpa. It's kind of like if you're saying Nana and Papa, or grandma and grandpa, or you're saying Mima and Papa. Different groups of cultures and different people call their relatives different things. It might even be in their language, like abuela and abuelo are Spanish for grandma and grandpa. It's just the Sito is what our baby is going to call our my mother and that kind of thing. So it's just about the relationship and the culture that surrounds the relationship. So in Holland, they call their grandma and grandpa Oma and Opa. Holland is very far away. Another thing that I love is, again, the pictures are of real places, but Mo Willems, he draws his illustrations on top of them, so you get to see them on a real plane. You get to see them go on a real train, and then they go to this real place. And it's kind of nice to see, like, oh, there's some similarities. This looks like it could be in America. But anyway, I'm kind of getting lost here. This is another one of those funny pages, is because this is where Trixie realizes that she lost the Knuffle Bunny. And it's funny how it says Trixie didn't tell her daddy that Knuffle Bunny was gone. She didn't have to. Now, this is something that even kids who are like in first, second, third grade, they might have to really dig into their reading skills. This is called when you have to imply. And implying means is that there's knowledge there that isn't necessarily just given to you. So you have to do some inferencing. Inferencing is when you take what you know and you apply it. So like implying. It says Trixie didn't tell her daddy that Knuffle Bunny was gone. She didn't have to. If you look at the pictures, she's kind of like already shocked, first of all, that she lost a Knuffle Bunny. So when she gets dad's attention, the dad's like, she's giving me that look. And then he looks over and he's like, she's giving me that look. The look of when we lost the Knuffle Bunny the first time. the look in the middle of the night when the Knuffle Bunny got switched around. And he's like, oh, the Knuffle Bunny's gone again. But she didn't say it. So he implied by looking at how she reacted, how she's expressing herself, the fact that the Knuffle Bunny is not with her, which the Knuffle Bunny's always with Trixie, and he's just like, oh, she lost it again. So there's some other things that are going on, but I think the one other thing that I really wanted to touch on was this page. Now, as a reader, this page was very difficult to kind of show you guys because it's very interactive how he was able to take this. So hopefully I can open it up, and I might just do it one at a time, honestly. But here, I'll let you look at it as a whole page. It's like almost as big as my whole couch. So you can see from the very beginning all the way up here. That's my point. So all the way up there, there's different pictures of different places, and so that's what the author was trying to get us to see with Trixie. Trixie was dreaming of all the things that Knuffle Bunny was doing with all the different places that he was traveling, because remember, he got stuck on the plane. But I'll just show you kind of up close. So, it's the company, the airplane company, they said that the plane was on their way to China. So she's just imagining all the different places and cultures that the Knuffle Bunny would experience. And you see the different groups of people, the different homes. I can actually tell you that this looks like it's in France because of the Notre Dame that's in Paris. But a couple of other, you see the different clothing, and even when the Knuffle Bunny is at the beach right here at the very end, it's very cultural. So I would say in closing, and again, there's a lot more stuff you could talk about with this book. If you're excited about this book, you can talk to your mom or dad about checking out the library, or your teacher if your teacher has this book or is going to borrow this book. But this book really got me excited about researching culture. So as we talked about, Oma and Opa in Holland is what they would call Grandma and Grandpa. But then Knuffle Bunny's going to all sorts of different places, traveling on the airplane. So this might be a good book if you really want to think about maybe just starting off with what are all the names for Grandma and Grandpa in different cultures and languages, or maybe researching what it looks like to go to different countries. So in Holland, they went to the garden, they went to the cafe. So like, what is a day in the life of someone who goes to different countries? What's it like to go to a cafe in China or to the garden in China? Like, what do they call that? What does it look like? So you could easily get lost in doing research about different cultures from reading this book. So I hope that's something that you guys consider doing. Maybe in your class you're going to be doing a research project about what does it look like to be in this country, or maybe you would get an opportunity to share your culture with your family, because every family has a culture. Whether might be living in the same city and go to the same school, but you and your friends might have a different culture. A culture is a set of beliefs and ideas that reside in a family. So each family creates its own culture. It likes its own food. And even though you can find different cultures around the world, you can find a different culture in your own neighborhood. So I encourage you guys to look into that. It's really one of the main reasons why I love this series, is that it really builds us into this idea of thinking about others. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Again, if there's more stuff that you want to look at in this book, go to your local library and check out Knuffle Bunny Free. It's an amazing book. And then also check out the other books, Knuffle Bunny and Knuffle Bunny 2. But until I see you in the next video, I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. Bye, everyone.